All right, we're wrapping up our first successful beach hunt. We found starfish, sea anemones, the darians, a couple different kinds of shells, big crabs, little crabs, and we even saw a seal. This beach doesn't have a name. This is the beautiful Brickyard Beach. It's supposed to be a flat and open beach covered in lots of rocks and pebbles. We're here about 1:35 because we read in the newspaper that the high tide is going to be at 2 o'clock. So we're going to go out and start looking in these tide pools out here to see if we can find starfish, jellyfish. We'll see all kinds of crabs walking around hopefully, and a ton of other stuff. So let's go. Alright, as you can see, Chef Jeff just dug this up. What you do when you're clam hunting is you walk along the beach like this and you look for holes that are in the sand. If you see that they squirt water, you dig down. We dug about 3 inches down and this is a clam. So we'll take this home tonight. He'll soak it in water. It'll open up and we'll eat it. So we'll try to identify what kind of clam that is before we eat it. This just looks like a nasty rock with a bunch of rocks on the outside of them, but if you look really closely you can see the outline. This is an oyster. One of the things I want to do on Brickyard Beach is I want to look for different kinds of algae. This one right here is called rockweed brown algae, and you can tell because it has these little pods that hang off on the end. I'm going to be looking for the Turkish towel and the sea lettuce, plus the bull kelp as well. All right, everybody, look at this. We just found it. We don't know what it is. You can see it's soft here. It's got a hard shell. Ooh, it's moving right now. I'm going to try to pull it out.
Looks like a pumpkin.
Oh, or an acorn. It does not want to cooperate. Ooh! Oh, it's making slurping sounds.
Come on now. No sissy scientist here. Pull it out.
Man. All right, let me get a grip on it here. It's not happy. We're going to put it back when we're done.
Duck?
It could
We
be.
might want to eat it. I think it's a huge snail.
We are
See,
not eating this.
look at this.
Chef
It's got snail. It's a snail. It's a big sea snail.
Right. No,
Pull
we
it
are
out.
not eating this.
Pull it out.
Oh, geez.
It's huge.
Oh my
Come
gosh.
on. You got it.
It's,
Keep going.
oh, it's making the weirdest noises. Come on, buddy. Oh my gosh. Holy cow.
It's huge.
All right. That is amazing.
It's
Look at it
alive.
moving.
For sure.
Oh. All right, Chef Jeff, I know what you're thinking right now.
I'm thinking dinner.
Oh, we are putting it back.
Oh, it's a beauty.
We are
Look at
not
that bad boy.
eating this.
Why not? It's Doyle. That's my dinner.
There, it's happy again. Look at, he's trying to move over all by himself. See how he's going to try to get himself braced against the bottom there? He wants this part down.
And when you say he, it's not actually a male or a female, is it?
No, that's right. We'll talk more about that in class. This looks like another sea snail, but I don't see its shell. So how does that work? Look at what it just did. See how it's moving when I touch it? But I'm curious.
Its shell
oh,
is
its
underneath.
shell is underneath. Yes, it is. I just felt it. Look
Oh, I see
here.
that
Is that the arm, maybe?
shadow.
That is cool. He's facing the opposite way. All right, so this is the kind of snail that we just found. This is dead, obviously. There's no body inside. This is called a live moon snail. We just referred to our little brochure here. So we'll put that back down. Lucky for me, it's not high tide right now because I'd be 15 feet underwater. This water's going to move all the way in up to where you can see the shore up there within a few hours. Oh, I just saw a shirt. Did you see that shirt?
Yep, I think it's on film.
We We just found something and we have no idea what it is. It's this bright orange red worm snake looking type thing. So it's not in my field guide. I'm going to go back to our place and do some research. This out. This is an oyster shell. It was a little bit open, so I was curious. I opened it up all the way. You can see a little
mussel.
Yeah.
There's a mussel in the middle. It's
mussel,
a live mussel.
in the middle.
It won't,
It's attached.
It may not be alive. There's two in there. It's alive.
And you can tell because he can't pull it off. It's got its arm out and it's attached. And look at this. This is a little crab crawling around. So these come in handy.
Show me that crab again.
Right here.
Yeah, your hands in the way. Here we go.
He was just crawling. So 3 different things are living in this oyster shell.
Nice. Plus the barnacles.
And the barnacles. That's right.
There
Oh,
he
there he
goes.
goes. I'm going to put you down.
All right.
Right.
Also, right here, anytime you kick over a bunch of shells, watch what's underneath.
This one.
There's a bunch of crabs in there.
Oh yeah, they love it under there.
All right.
All right. Day here at Brickyard Beach. We even have a brick to take home as a souvenir. The learning target today was to see how many of these animals that I found can you classify. So we're going to go ahead and review that. Hopefully you've been writing them down in your journal as we went. The life of a scientist never ends. Chef Jeff and I are going to go back to our place, pour some big nice glasses of lemonade and start doing research to figure out the things that we didn't know what they were.
And we're going to open up some oysters.
Oh yes, Chef Jeff's excited about that. And tomorrow we're on to another beach. The only disappointment for today, if you can call it a disappointment, was I really wanted to find a hermit crab. So that'll be one of my goals tomorrow. See ya.
All right, it's time to eat these beautiful shellfish. What we have here are 4 oysters. These are Pacific oysters. I don't know exactly what variety. Some call them Japanese oysters. Go away, B. And the smaller ones are the best ones to eat. And you see, this one's actually attached to a rock. That's a piece of rock on there, but there's a beautiful oyster underneath it. So I'm gonna eat that after I get the shell off and get her opened up. This is a little neck clam. I'm not sure I'm gonna be expert at opening this guy up because I'm much more used to opening oysters, but I think I know how to open up the clam too. And so after they're open, we're going to put a little lime juice on them and eat them raw, and they're delicious. So we're going to start out with this biggest one because it's the easiest one to open. And you always want to be safe with this and use a cloth to secure it. You get your oyster knife in there, and there it goes. She's open. Go away, fly. And go across there. Oh my goodness, look what's in there. So I kind of cut them in half there, but you'll see if we get real close here, those fine little lines there, those are the gills. And I'm going to scrape that part attaches it to the shell right there. It's kind of the foot, they call that. You see more gills here. And I'm gonna smell it. Oh, it smells deliciously fresh. Of course it is. We just pulled it out of the water today. Let's try a smaller one here. Yeah, that opens up really nicely. Beautiful. Look at that. Oh yeah. So that's beautiful just as it is, but if I'm going to eat it, I need to detach it from its foot again there. There's a spot where it attaches to the shell. Now it's loose, and I could just eat that baby. Okay, that's 2 oysters. Now we're going to try this clam. See how that opens up. Same thing, go at the hinge. There it is, opening up just fine. It's probably attached on both sides too. I can feel it is. Okay. Got a beautiful clam in there. Also delicious to eat raw. Time to get some lime juice and put these babies down. Right, it's time to eat these beautiful shellfish. We've got 4 oysters and 1 clam at any restaurant in the United States. Each one of these oysters would cost $3, and probably the clam would too. So we're looking at about $15 worth of food here that we just got for free off the beach. Put a little lime juice on these babies and slurp them down. Let's see if did I free this guy underneath? No, I forgot that. Gotta cut that foot so it will slurp right into my mouth. Mmm. Oh. Clean, fresh, just a lively flavor. Ah, those are awesome. I've never had a more fresh oyster, I can say that. Mm-hmm. Look at how clean that shell is. Mmm. Mmm. Absolutely delicious. No sand, no grit. They're just sweet and fresh. Mmm. Slurp, slurp. A little bit of shell in my mouth there. Mmm. Oh, I'm not kidding. Those are fantastic. Clams tend to be a little stronger in flavor. Oh, no, I mean, I thought it was gonna be kind of like funky clam flavor, but that's also very clean and light and beautiful. Mmm. I think I'll go shuck another dozen. Way to go.
Island from where we were yesterday at Brickyard Beach. Some of the things we're going to concentrate today are sponges. We haven't found any yet, but we just found a sea anemone. So check this out right here. It's next to this beautiful ochre sea star. starfish. So you can tell when I touch it, oh, it's not, there it goes. It moves a little bit. So it's got
Put your
these,
finger right in there.
really? Oh yeah, look at that.
I'll pull it out.
So there's our sea anemone. Write that down and put it in the right class.
If you can spell it.
Okay. So this is a starfish. Starfish has radial symmetry, which means that it's even all the way around. They usually have 5 legs that come out like this. And the really cool thing about sea star is that if they lose one of these limbs, they can regenerate, and that means that they can grow it back. They have 2 main layers. The outer layer is called the ectoderm, and the inner layer is called the endoderm. They also have something in the middle called the mesoglea, and that's the jelly-like substance that makes them kind of squishy that looks like this. If we turn this guy over, we think he's still living. Yep. See how he moved? That's his anus and his mouth at the center. So he does 2 functions out of that. Right, let's turn him back over so he can survive. There we go. Alright, I finally found a hermit crab right here, this green guy. Ooh, he's mad. Look at him. He senses that I might be after him. These guys are cool because they change their shells as they grow. Some of you might have them for pets. So what he'll do is he'll look for empty shells as he's ready to molt.
Like seashells.
Like seashells. He'll crawl into one and that'll be his new home. He'll just leave his other shell behind then.
Yeah, and he's different than like this guy.
Right, you can see the different shape.
Where's that guy? Oh yeah. Can you touch this other guy?
Sure.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Just move all that seaweed around a little bit. 5 fingers. Drag it all out. Let's see what we see. See, there's more crabs in there.
Yeah, look at all the crabs. They like it in there.
There's that big guy I was talking about.
Oh yeah. Oh, and he's mad. He's got his pinchers up. Come at me, he says. Ha. We finally found a sponge. It's right here. A little bit about a sponge. This is the simplest of all animals, which means it doesn't have a brain. It has no internal organs. It has no muscle or nerve endings at all. The water flows into the sponge through something called ostia, and then it goes out through something called oscula. So what it does to eat is it just hangs out in the water down here, and the water goes in and out, and it takes in the nutrients of the water, and that's how it lives. These are what they call sessile. Sessile means that they can't swim on their own, so you'll see that it's attached.
How do you spell that, Cecil?
S-E-S-S-I-L-E.
Okay.
And you'll also see little openings. Can you see that right there?
Move your
In
finger.
there.
Yep.
Great. This is Drumbag Provincial Park. It says it's a great place to watch whirlpools and tidal currents. Plus it's at low tide right now. Low tide was about 10 minutes ago, so perfect timing. It says that in Gabriola Pass, where we are right now, we're going to find colorful animals and plants covering almost every square inch of this rock. So we're excited to get out there and see what we can find. Come on. There's a clam that's living under here, and we can tell because the hole is right here. So what it does is it attaches itself down there, and then it squirts out a siphon of water. And that's why this sort of looks like a volcano right now, because it continues to do that. It'd be cool if we could get it to squirt. Both Jeff and I have been squirted, not by this guy, but by other guys as we're walking along the beach. So if we dug down there, just like yesterday, we could dig out a clam. The fun fact about them is they grow at different depths. So there's a small one that grows kind of closer to the top, and as you get way down there, there's one called a gooey duck. And Jeff would love to find one of those to cook it up, but it's pretty huge. I'll show you a picture of it.
There's a bunch of them in there.
So you wonder if, you know how they go through a little period where the shell comes off and then they do the new one, kind of like when a lobster molts, they have a two-day period that they're really...
Except a lobster, it's its own skin. And
right, but I'm
it's
just
not
wondering
borrowed.
if these guys do the same thing.
That's fascinating, right inside that shell.
Right?
Oh,
That's
fell down.
really
That guy
cool.
just fell down. He's trying to get out. Can he make it? Oh, he got a hold of something.
Yeah, like their own little city in there.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do some research on those guys.
That guy keeps falling down.
Well, it's a big shell. He's ambitious.
Who's this over here?